So, Sergeant, that's going on all over the country. It's just that Vegas, because it's a gambling mecca, has been hit harder. And that's understandable because it's a vacation. And people don't have the money to spend on vacations. And if they do, they'll get out and rent a houseboat in the river or something. They can't afford to go and lose $2 or $20 or whatever it is, $1,000 gambling at a casino. And the same thing is happening to all the gambling venues in America, and it's going to get worse.
Ask Mr. Chapman if he has any input on rumors that are going around that China's really in a hurt locker, much like Greece. I thought America was closer to the Greece fiasco than China is.
Well, first of all, we really don't know what China's numbers are. They can do what they want to do, and we have to believe what they say. I understand from my contacts that they are initiating another stimulus plan right now. The first one was around $1.8 trillion to $2.3 trillion, and most of that money went into the stock market, but more of it went into real estate. And it didn't do the job it was supposed to do. And so they're putting more money in, but I don't know how much. But I know that they have serious, serious economic problems. In fact, I think, Drew, that a war involving China would be welcome at this time.
That's the question from one of the girls out in California. She comes in. Does Mr. Chapman have any idea what the financial markets are going to do if we go to war, or South Korea, North Korea go to war? Obviously, it'll bring in America. If we go to war, what's the markets going to do?
China's going to join in on the side of North Korea. And what is also interesting is that Russia has sent 3 of its flagships off the coast of North Korea. And one's from the Baltic, the other's the Pacific Fleet, and there's another one I can't remember. These 3 battle groups, I'll call them, for lack of knowledge on the subject, is quite a showing of power. And why are they there? Probably to tell North Korea, we don't want you to start a war. But who knows? I'm only guessing. But that's been suppressed for the news as well.
Well, if we go to war, if we go to war, where do you think the Russians are going to be sitting there? They're sending 3 of their flagships over there.
Well, historically, they've been allies of North Korea. But Russia has changed in recent years. They're also allies of China. And I think, if I had to guess, they'd want to stay out of it. But they may have no choice because they have commitments to these nations, just like they have to Iran. And, everything looks like there's a big build-up, which has been ongoing for the last few years with Israel in the Middle East. And, what's Russia going to do if Israel attacks Iran with the help of the United States? So I would assume that they would be on the other side.
Do you have any advice whatsoever for the listeners out there that are looking to sink their money into investments that they've got maybe $4,000 or $5,000?
Well, I think the best thing to do with small amounts of money, and they are small amounts of money in the scheme of things, is to find a way to buy gold coins. They're not heavy. They're easy to carry. I know that all you guys and gals who are in Europe are going to have a hard time finding sovereigns and French francs and German Deutschmark gold coins, Swiss coins, and so on, because the Europeans over the past 2 or 3 months have gone bonkers. And we get stories of people standing outside of coin dealers at 4 o'clock in the morning hoping they can buy something. And so there's very little gold and silver coins and bullion available in Europe. In fact, I just got an article from England by one of our subscribers. It says the last dealer in Guernsey, which is off the coast of England, they've got 10 bars left, and that's it. And they were kind of like the last resort. But that's what you should be doing. And all of you, of course, aren't in Europe. You're all over the world. So if you get a hold of gold coins, that's what I would do. In fact, in Greece right now, they're paying with commissions the equivalent of $1,700 an ounce. Well, spot gold closed today at $1,211.90. So we'll say $1,212, not $1,270. So these coins are going to premiums. And I have people write to me from Europe and places like that and say, well, what do? I said, you buy them, irrespective, because gold's going to go higher as well as silver. So that's what they should be doing.